East Longmeadow now hosting Westfield on Thursday night. The Bombers facing 4th and 10 early. The ball gets snapped, and East Longmeadow defenders are going to get right into the backfield to Aiden Purdy. East Longmeadow taking over on downs. Now it's the Spartans' ball at their own 35-yard line, and Kevin Baker takes the snap. He's letting it fly. Jake Robidoux has a step, and it's a beauty. Right on the money. He makes the catch. He makes a cut, and he goes straight to the end zone for a 65-yard touchdown for East Longmeadow. EL taking a 7-0 lead. Westfield now. Aiden Purdy takes a snap, and he's connecting with David Bertasia. Bertasia using his speed to pick up the yards after catch, making some defenders miss, and finally getting taken down inside the East Longmeadow 20. The Bombers now facing a 4th and 3, and Aiden Purdy is dropping back. The rain doesn't matter. He's finding Caven Connolly in stride. That's a touchdown. That rain just pours down. Game tied at 7. Second quarter, Westfield with the ball. EL goal line, and Aiden Purdy takes the sneak in for that Bombers touchdown. The Spartans, though, would come back to take the 27-20 nail-biter victory.